Chi. What's up, Amanda? Jessica, there's my audio. Yeah, we're back online. Back online at the shop here. Sky's the Limit Smoke Shop, East Los Angeles. What's up, y'all? Just tapping in, letting you all know I'm okay at the moment. But things are popping off again out there. What is it, day 5 with the protests going on? And I hear things are lighting up in different parts of the country. The president is speaking at the moment also. Hope everyone's having a good week. What is it? Taco Tuesday. I actually had tacos yesterday. Yeah. We're going to have a look here since things are starting to flare up. Some of you have been curious about what's been going on. I've been getting questions. How am I doing? Am I all right? What's up? And this is live here. And it's going down, folks. Here we go. It's about 2 p.m. Yesterday is around 1:30, I think, when things started getting all crazy. And here we are, 2 o'clock, and things flaring up. I was up pretty late last night. And what's up, Amanda? There's Gustavo Garrel. Welcome on in, everyone. Yeah, went on pretty late last night. Seen a lot of businesses getting looted. Well, few. I wouldn't say a lot, but I think word is a lot did get hit. One particular shop, I think it was like a shoe store, probably had sneakers, all the fancy sneakers people like, that got hit pretty bad. And they did get one guy, but I think it was a group of people that actually made their way in there. It was crazy. And Tuesday, here we go. Viewer discretion be advised. Chiro Sounds. How you doing today, Chi and Garrel? I do have another stream or two also up. We'll check those out in a minute, but I think these clips here, let's see, they're going from... Let's switch it up here right quick, see what's going on these other cams. Yeah, no, that's... I want to say that was probably from yesterday. But like I said, things were popping off right now. Looks like they calmed it down a bit. But this could be, let's see. Yeah, it's the same area there. That's what it's like at the moment. But things were looking like it was a few minutes ago on that other clip. Oi, Carlos. Good to see you, Carlos, once again. See you popped in yesterday. And there's Monisha. What up, Tyler? Yeah, wishing everyone a good week here. Let's see, it's been a little slow here today at the shop. Got a little bit of cleaning done, but I'm holding it down solo at the moment. So I thought I'd, check in with everyone else. See what's going on in your area. Anything happening in your areas that you hear of? Let us know in the chat. Checking out these other cameras really quick. Let's see here. Yeah, so we're going to keep an eye on things, of course, today. And I don't know. I'm thinking Yeah, staying away from this is probably the wisest thing. Although I am tempted. We did get close by the other day. I would have to leave all my stuff here probably at the shop. Make sure it's secure. And then find some parking probably away from ground zero here if we were to do it. That's good to hear, Amanda. Nothing going on in Chico so far. Yeah, it's weird. I was hearing about Sacramento. I heard about San Francisco over the weekend, but it's not. Yeah, I don't know. And then I hear New York and some parts of the East Coast. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't seen too much footage from that area, but I'm hearing word of things starting to happen. But what up, Pyromedic? What happened with the camera? What's up? Camera's not following me. Yeah, we were on with Paranormal Paul yesterday. Had a day off. I think I seen some of you in there. Thank you for coming through. And check that out if you missed it. It was a fun chat there, and hopefully we get to. It's weird. An hour goes by so quick, and yeah, I just feel like we barely scratched the surface. But hopefully soon we'll be hooking up again, and I'll get the invite back, and we'll talk more about some of the adventures. You like 20 minutes from Boston? Yeah, right on, Monisha. That's cool that you feel comfortable saying that. Don't know what the deal is out there with all that, but yeah, we like to actually I just had a little session. So we're feeling nice. And yeah, what's up with the camera there? Look at that. You can see my background, some of the signs in the background there. That's pretty cool, but all right. Well, let's switch gears. Looks like things have calmed down here. I do have a quick Bigfoot report we could get into. Why not? Let's see. Is Jessica, she does Tuesdays, right? Is it Tuesdays in the evening? Is she going on live tonight? Who's going on live today? Anyone doing anything? Drop a link in the chat. Let us know. Look, there's Johnny back there with one eye looking at you. All right, Bigfoot report. Let's see. Did we pull that up? Nope. We could do that really quick. And it might be out of Wisconsin again. Seems like Wisconsin's been the squatchy spot to be. All right. There it is up there in the yellow. So we read there's a couple reports there that we read just the other day. And I see they added another yellow one there. So let's check it out. Maybe have a little read if it's not too long. Let's see, 6/8/2025, 6:38 p.m. Let's check the state here. They should put the state in those that report part there. It looks like pretty much borderline northern Wisconsin there. Yeah, because the last one we read was near Madison. We're talking about Madison. And let's see, you got the Nicollet National Forest there. Anyone familiar with that? Otlawa National Forest and the Northern Highland American Legion State Forest. Looks like right near North Twin Lake. All right. You got Long Lake. Ooh, of course. And there went the show. We were reading a Bigfoot report, and of course, this mute button was on. That's how it happens. No, let's go back. Let's rewind. I'll read that again. I'm not sure if you're able to read it off the screen. Yeah, party foul, bro. Let's see. Can we run it back? All right. We totally read a report out of Wisconsin there. It was with a young one. Hopefully everyone was just kicking back in the chat. That's right. That's what I get for clearing my throat and using the mute button. Let's do this. We'll run it one more game. Why not? It's funny. You probably just heard the Bigfoot hollers there. All right, so it's 6/8/2025, 6:38 p.m., 7.5 footer, female, yes. It says my dog Eustace and I were out fishing a local river I frequent. I usually, as usual, it says, I parked on an old logging road. Picture attached, it says. And we did a zooming in of the area there. It looked like a kind of little residential area, and there's a couple lakes on either side. There was a Highway 17 there, I believe. A few national parks nearby as well that I was reading off. So northern Wisconsin. And then it goes as I was making my way back through the wooded trail alongside the river, not 50 yards or so from the logging road. I was in the evening light, a large, dark brown biped with what looked like a small offspring with it on the ridge and tree line behind my car. Eustace, that's his dog's name, I believe, saw them too and hollered a bit like he does. And the two of them grunted back. So the little one grunted back as well. The little baby Bigfoot aggressively, it says. The bigger one was more guttural and the little one was a bit higher pitched. After that, they went over the ridge and I heard the rustling and whatnot. But eventually that stopped. Well, not a day later, I went back to the road with Eustace and my pistol with the hammer cocked. Yeah. Cowbell. Where's the hammer cocked? Let's see. Right there. Let's make sure it's cocked. We went atop of the ridge and clear as day, I saw a set of large footprints and smaller footprints alongside it and a bunch of broken branches. Suffice it to say, I won't be fishing there anymore. And yes, the little one was sighted with parent there, dark brown in color. Yeah, Bigfoot report out of northern Wisconsin there. I think that's 3 so far about this week, I want to say. Check it out. If you zoom in there, there's that green dot near Madison, and then this blue one here. There's another blue one up here that could have been previously submitted. Anyway, little Sasquatch action there. Sorry about the mutage. I'm glad we were able to bounce back from that. What up, Diesel? Yep. Cock the hammer. More cowbell, says Juanito. What up, Roger? Yeah, new report in there. Diesel's dropping videos. I'm going to catch up with that. I've been watching quite a bit of Diesel's latest posts, so check them out, folks. And also, who's another one who's been hot on my radar is Forest Friend on YouTube. Let's see, can we look her up right quick? I told her we're going to feature her channel. And again, I don't always agree. She shares some timestamps that she gets, and I don't agree with all the timestamps, but I believe she's definitely on it with the structures. Let's see, can we get to her channel here? Yes. Boom. All right, let's pull her channel up really quick. We could rush over there later and give her, or whenever you're ready. Maybe someone will drop the link in the chat. And yes, we got internet back at the shop. It was what, like 4 days or so without internet. Forest Friend YouTube channel. Some of you probably already follow her, but she's a structure gal. And again, some of the timestamps, there's some creatures, maybe she's seeing things that we're not, and I'm not, and that's all good. I respect it. But her structure game's on point. And I think she's got something going on in her forest there. So shout out there, Forest Friend. Much love to you and respect. I did press her several times. I was like, all right, well, how are you finding it? But I asked her questions, that I think we should ask everyone that's doing this. And she handled it like a G and still doing her thing. So good to see that, and good to still see the activity going on in her area. And then she's dialing in her spots and, of course, sharing it with us. She brings us along, which is super cool. And she has her doggy with her a lot of the times. Sometimes I think she has more than one doggy. I don't know. But yeah, super fun videos. And yeah, something to check out, folks. So give her a follow. Someone's doing a call here on TV. Yeah. Forest Friend.
Forest Friend. Forest Friend. Forest Friend. Forest Friend.
Oh, yeah. All right. What else is popping, y'all? Where's Hillbilly Herb? John P., what's going on, brother? What's it looking like in Portugal? What's the weather like in Portugal? I thought Carlos would have given us the weather report. Mr. Skywatcher. All right, we'll have a quick look somewhere. Let's see. We'll just pick a random spot before we head on out here. Yeah, I won't hold you all up. I'm sure everyone's got things to do, places to go. We'll check this one out here. This looks like a fun one. This is Lake Tahoe. Yeah, let's check it out. You can see the lake from up here. Whoa, let's press play. Blah, 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 blah. Let's press. Could we play this? Nope. All right. We're going to have to scroll down to the next camera here as we get tongue-tied. Damn, I can't even scroll. What's up with that? Froze up on me. It's all good. We'll switch cameras here. Let's go. Could we go live in the Redwoods? Cool. Uh-oh. Where are we? There we is. Let me pop the camera. And you get a little audio there. Soothing running water. Yeah, we're up in Del Norte County, up in the Redwoods there. That's probably, yeah. Of course, it's the Smith River. And our friend, y'all know Digger Dog. Where's Digger Dog at? He was up in the Smith River, I believe, this weekend. Lucky doggy. Yeah, lovely area. Let's see if we could get some pans or zooms. There we go. Little pan action. You could even be panning for gold out there, folks. There's still gold in them hills, let me tell you. I got a video sent to me. Let's see, I could pull it up here. We were talking about gold and panning the other day, Trinity County and stuff like that, and stashes of gold, gold coins, gold this and gold that, right? Well, that same day, someone special sent me a video, was like, hey, you need to get up here immediately. I'll try to zoom, but that's a pencil tip. There's a bunch of dusty yellow stuff. Yep. Zoom in a little more. Darn light's reflecting off the video, but someone's finding gold and needs me to go help them. Eureka. Woo! How long was I muted for? Probably like 10 minutes. Dang it. Like a G.
G.
Tyler, what you got in the bowl, bro? Or you rolling fatty? You rolling fatty? Pancho Zorcho says, when I question someone's account, I get timed out and told I'm being rude. Yeah, it happens to, well, no, it doesn't happen to me like that, but I've gotten the feedback too when you ask certain questions. There's been certain instances where you get the mob mentality, like what's going on out there, and then all of a sudden they gang up on you, they think you're a troll or something like that, and it's not like that. It's just there should be certain questions asked or certain things brought up too. Keep an eye out for timestamps on that wood line there, folks. Never know. Yeah, so it's never like that. And yeah, I always try and be very respectful of other people's accounts and experiences. But you can't deny that there's a lot of bull out there too. So that's the thing, to be able to filter that out as best as possible. And sometimes some stuff will sound like bull at the moment, and then later down the way it might be of significance to you, actually. So yeah, don't always throw the Squatch out with the, what is it? 79 degrees here today. Damn. And Diesel, did you check that? They did a whole thing on STM on Pine Barrens. I know you probably don't watch. I don't know what you watch or not, but I just don't see you ever in the chats over there or anything like that. But then that's all good. But STM had something on New Jersey. Their last Sunday's documentary. They were up in your area. Your areas. Tahoe OG. Yeah, that was a good strain. Actually, I know her well. I know several of those ladies very well. What up, Jonaside? Hope you're having a good day, brother. And thank you for always tapping in. We're just hanging out here a bit. Excited that we finally got internet at the shop. Paid some bills. Yeah. Got some laundry done yesterday. And back at it, chipping away here. So anyone in the area, come on through. Come and get your supplies. And if we don't got what you need, we'll send you to where you could find it. I usually do that when people can't find, if we don't got what they're looking for. And I'll just guide them to one of the nearest shops here that has a way wider inventory. We don't mind doing that. And actually, we get a lot of people referred here. There's a lot of dispensaries here, and actually a lot of grows also. Yep, some of those people come through too, which is always cool. But yeah, quiet so far. We haven't been interrupted other than that mute session there. No one's come in thus far, so we can hang a little longer. We're in a half hour here, so we'll just say what's up to everybody here. And we appreciate that, Roger. Yeah, the thumbs up always helps. Let's see. Can we get that? Can we get a thumbs up, camera? Can we activate you? Yeah, see, I don't know why it's not doing it. If I do 2, guess it's taking a break. Are you following me, camera? Yeah, it's following me. So why won't you give me a thumbs up? All right. I guess it's doing it whenever it wants. So I've been activating these little Did the hearts the other day for us. There you go. So one love. Some hearts for everybody out there. But it doesn't want to give us thumbs up for whatever reason. Maybe I'm using the wrong hand. Are you not liking how I'm thumbing up, camera? What's Juanito saying? Is Chip up in here? What up, Chip? BJ's, what's going on, brother? Appreciate the thumbs up. And I've been seeing you've been posting quite a bit of videos over on your channel. Trippy stuff there. Pyromedic, we appreciate that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's check these. So this channel 18 that we had loaded up earlier was showing a bunch of the highlights. I guess yesterday's highlights is what it looks like. So that heads up, if you're checking out the stream later, you'll see a bunch of cray stuff going on. And it did get activated here a second ago. All right. And the things are calm again. We just have a feeling that things are going to pop off again. That's why we're up and touching base with everyone, letting the curious ones know we're all right. We're back online here and giving you the sky's the limit report here. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Sasquatch Island cam. We've been checking that out lately. And it's interesting because there's some structures going on here. Let's mute the water. Boom. There we go. So we've been watching this structure over here. Let's see. Can we zoom? Yeah, it's weird. It's all right. I see what's going on there. I'm gonna attempt to zoom here. There we go. All right. Got to zoom in there. So right around this area, if you notice, there's a structure of some sort built with driftwood and some of this stuff over here. Someone's been playing like Jenga. Maybe they're little wind blockers or something. Some of this stuff's been moving around a little bit. And there is quite a bit of traffic of people, of course. We've been mentioning that. And there is a little trail right here. This is some resort. Actually, Hillbilly Herb's been up in this area of Vancouver Island. But there's a little trail here. I've seen people pop in and out, cruise on down to the beach and everything. But there's this little hut structure back here I'm keeping an eye on. I've noticed some pretty big logs that have been moving around there, but I haven't caught anyone in the act. You can see a few people in the background. And yeah, just been monitoring these cameras. Never know what you might catch, giving it a shot. Here we go. Finally, first customer. So we're going to wrap this up. It was good hanging out, touching base with y'all. We'll be in touch throughout the day. Maybe we'll go live again a little later. And I'll be checking with y'all. What up, Digger Dog? I see you. Give me a second. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Camera flipped out on us. We're gonna head out here. We're gonna smack our intro. One love, everyone.